one thing that I've noticed you like mention a lot, yeah, is like experience and you know, things that you know now that you may not have known before.
100.
And just like even the guidance of like passing on certain guidance to younger artists like Stormzy or whatnot, yeah. Which made me think, like, before I come and had a conversation with you, I was thinking to myself, like, why haven't, with all of that experience that you've got, yeah, and that people that have been in the game as long as you have had, how comes more of you haven't become like managers or even worked in the label or whatever? Because
this is crazy you said this.
Because I feel like that right now, especially where the scene is going, there's a lot of young youths that need guidance, but from people that they respect and that are cool. Do you get what I'm saying? And like, I just think, there's like, our scene has gone past a certain period of time in terms of years. And you know what? Yeah, some artists don't exist as much as they did before in terms of the artist area. Why is man not, you know, looking after some of the younger bucks?
Do you know how much people have asked me to manage them, bro? And I've said no. Shall I tell you why? Because do you know when you've been as an artist and so solid and you've gone through what we've gone through, it was mentally exhausting. Now, getting into my life, I was thinking, do I really want to manage? Just say, for instance, a young, talented drill kid, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting phone calls like he's in gang wars. Like, I remember, I'm not going to let anyone disrespect my people. People know how I get down, or he's going through this, and he's going through that, and it's mad because if I manage artists, I treat it like it's me. I'm personal and I'm protective. Do you understand? So I had this rule, yeah. I said, look, I love all the talent out there, and I will always push the talent and help them. There's a lot of boys out there that you don't know that I've helped anyway, that I've helped get them deals, bro. Artists that you're watching now. I don't need to say their names to make, like, to give myself props. But artists that would, they'd be like, I know what Harvey done for me, because I help a lot of people. But my argument is that I want a singer.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, luckily, I just landed on a singer. Hence, when I leave here, I'm going to my artist's video shoot. Okay. So that's the first girl I've ever managed.
Yeah.
But it was something that it had to be special. She's very similar to Jaheen Aiko, her voice. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people are on her, a lot of labels. And I thought, I just want to go into a different environment. I want to be around the kind of the singing environment because it's a different world, bro. It's a lot more calm. You know what I mean? Like, and not just that. It's not about that, bro. I come from a sports background, so you know, I've just launched a sports agency.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I look after a lot of kids, getting a lot of the kids into pro clubs. Because as for anyone knows, Harvey, I've got a big sports background and football. That's my world. I've got relationships with Liverpool Football Club. I've got relationships with the players. I've got relationships with a lot of players in the Premier League. So at the moment, I've got a 14-year-old kid, bro. 5 years, I'm a millionaire through this kid.
Serious?
5 years.
Proper baller.
Oh, it's amazing. So a lot of my stuff now is like driving around to a lot of Premier League grounds, having meetings with agents. Because people are like, well, Harvey can get into rooms that we can't get into.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Do you understand? He has that aura and that thing. So I've literally just launched my entertainment company. I've gone into good business with Billy Wood, as you know.
I know Billy Wood.
Billy's my partner, man. So me and
Billy Wood, for people who don't know, used to be an agent, a music agent at William Morris, which was like one of the biggest.
And he's at UTA now.
Music. Artist agency.
100%.
Yeah.
And me and Billy we both share a love of sport.
Yeah.
And it was mad. Every time we connected, it was never music. Like, obviously Billy, you know, is my agent, and he's done all the So Solid shows. But every time we sit down and we have a beer,
he was your agent as well, yeah?
Billy's my agent now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, Billy's been my agent for years.
Okay.
But while Billy, like, he says to me, John, like, with looking after you, things that requests that come with you are so different to a normal artist, because it's TV, it's music. It's sport.
Yeah.
Sometimes my email, I'm like, I've got like 3 jobs coming in. Like, do you know what I mean? There's not really anything you can't fit into or do. So Billy's a guy that I just really get on with him. And we thought, you know what? Let's get these young. Chucky, you got a kid in Ladbroke Grove that's talented and he's special? You bring him to me, I'll cut you in 20% when I do the deal.
I hear that still.
Do you know what I mean?
I just wanted just to quickly go back to the artist thing, because
Yeah.
what thing that you mentioned is that, like, I understand that, like, especially on the music front, yeah, that some of these young bucks can be a headache, yeah. But don't you think that, like, what some of them need is that role model and that guidance? Because some of them don't have, like, they don't have their dad in their life.
Exactly.
They don't have a man that is, like, at a certain age, that's been through certain things and that can give them the right guidance or anything like that. And I think, like, I'm worried at the fact that, like, I know it's always going to happen. It's always going to happen. But, like, I always think that, like, some of the artists that I like that are coming through that are from the street and that, all I think about all the time is please just don't let the road drag you back in. Because I don't know who your manager is. I don't know, what you've got going on in your life or whatever. But I'm like, right, there's bare man, like older man that's been through this thing understand it. Understand the streets and understand a certain mentality. And some of the young bucks are crying out for like,
guidance.
I'm not just saying like just any youth. I'm not saying just any youth. I'm talking about special kids as well. Do you get me? Like kids that are mad talented, just need that.
Well, do you know what? I mean? This and that's another thing. Like I said, so any artist that would be watching this, they know my guidance is free. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's not about me managing you. Yeah. Okay, prime example. Me and Young'un would just meet, sit down in a restaurant every couple of months and just reason.
Yeah.
That's me. You see, I was at his concert the other day. Me and him are tight.
Yeah.
And one time I sat with Young'un and Young'un expressed his stresses to me. And he was like, "Uncle, you've been through this, da 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 da." And I said, "You know what, young man? This is how it's gonna go. You're gonna go through this storm, but there's always an end to a stressful situation."
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand? So me and Young'un still do that now. We sit down, we just reason. Yeah. I had the same relationship with
Young'un must have had a lot of stress.
He's had a lot of stress, and I relate to him, because he's a good human being, bro. Yeah. But I mean, when this boy rings me and he meets me, the manners and respect, bro, and the way he conducts himself. I'm like about Young'un, he asks questions.
Yeah.
He will ask me something like, "Halves, how did you deal with that?" And I'll be like, boom. There's a lot. Remember from my area, I've got all the boys from my area, like I've got all the OJB boys like Clue.
Okay, yeah.
So remember, these are like my youngers, innit? Do you know what I mean? Obviously Clue's a big man, but he's a younger generation to me. But so with them people like Clue, a lot of artists just ring me and we just reason, because them not know me. I don't come from the negative school. I don't encourage violence. I don't encourage this gang foolishness. Do you understand? What gets me upset sometimes, I might ring a man. I've seen it now. I might ring a man and he might be like, "Well, Harvey's from that area.
I know.
So he's affiliated to that." But I'm 38 years old. I'm not in no gang, bro. No one don't own me. I'm not affiliated to nothing. I'm affiliated to myself. So unless a man's personally done me something, why am I going to have a problem? So I might ring a man, but he's edgy. Because, I don't know, maybe...
He thinks that you are
maybe
my
because
man
the young
from
bucks
over there.
from my area.
Yeah.
But, number one, I don't even live in Battersea no more. I've been in Battersea for 20 years. I love my home.
Yeah.
And I love
But now you live in a castle somewhere in St. Albans.
It's just different. It's just different. It's just different now. But, no, my argument is this, that, like... It's sad sometimes because you can see it that like the artists don't have trust in one another. Oh, he might be from Peckham and he might be from Junction, or he might be... And I'm like, if we've took away all this stupidness, yeah? I'm not saying when things of serious have happened, because sometimes there's been, people have been dead in these situations.
Yeah.
Boy, that's not my business.
And there's some things that are deeper than music that have been going on before the music.
They're not resolvable, bro. Yeah. I understand that. So what I say to yourself, you stay on that side, mate, and you stay on that side, and please just keep away from each other, because... don't like waking up seeing someone's shot or stabbed each other.
Yeah.
But we need to have a lot more trust in each other as black people, bro. As artists. Do you understand what I'm saying? As artists, like, we are the pioneers, bro. People like us, Wiley, Dizzy's, Lethals. We have a responsibility, bro.
Lethal B would be a sick manager, by the way. I think once his time's done in the music game, he'll be a sick manager.
B, one thing I rate Lethal for, marketing genius.
Yeah,
see me, I could take my hat. It's like even when I see people, they like, I always say people are uncomfortable like with compliments. Like I'll see a man and I go to him and go, "Well done," and they don't have to take it like, because they used to people come up to him. They used to, I don't know, maybe people hating on them.
Yeah.
Not. I'm a loving guy, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know the best evening that I ever spent, bro? I was at a private party, bro. It was just me and Gigs, bro. I'll never forget this night. Me and him reasoned for 6 hours. At this party, like we literally just locked off at party. It was Steph London's.
Oh,
party,
okay.
Because she's only tight with a few of us. That's my homegirl. Big up Steph. And I love that boy, bro. Like,
Gigs is proper, man.
I've never seen. Do you know a boy that you would have so much stigmas and stereotypes against? Yeah. That is actually so funny.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, me and him are both Tauruses, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, like, Gospel Truth, he made me laugh for like hours. Like, because everything he does, he just giggles.
Yeah, he's funny.
Remember, I'm from South. I know that his nickname was Giggler. That's why they called him Gigs. Yeah. But I thought, people don't see this side. Like, now you're seeing it with Gigs, but he's he gets it.
Proper.
He proper like when you see Gigs like, Harvey, like, I've changed my life. I'm not into this, bro. I'm not representing that. Do you know what I mean? And what I like is like, We need to embrace
that
shit,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, look at
when I
the
see these
fucking
man,
scene,
I'm
bro.
proud.
There's real money in this
There's
thing
real
again
dough,
now.
bro.
Like, proper dough. And I think I'm seeing it a lot now. I'm seeing, man, even with some of the youths here that are putting a mask on their face and actually cutting through, I'm seeing that they're recognizing, man could actually really make legal money right now and actually really come off the road.
Yeah.
I don't have to gangbang anymore.
You don't. I'm bumping into artists now in my ends, bro. And I live in villages, bro. And I'm saying, what? You know, like, Viz
Yeah.
is practically my neighbour. We live in the same area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is like posh little areas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Richard Blackwood. I'm like, you're waking up doing your shopping
I
and you're...
just clocked something.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, gangbanging has existed from the fucking
course,
test of time.
of course.
But I've just realised something, yeah? One of the things that have contributed to all of this stuff that's been going on is the lack of stuff for young bucks to do. So
Exactly.
when now youths are now saying, I actually don't even need to gangbang anymore. The reason why they're saying they don't need to do that anymore is because before they felt like there's just literally nothing to do.
Yeah.
There's beef that's been going on for a long time from this side, from that
Yeah.
side. I might as well take part in that. Shoot, man, do this, do whatever. But now, man, are realising, actually, there is something to do now. There's something to do.
Bro.
They took away all of
the youth clubs.
all the youth clubs.
And that's
I remember there was a youth club I used to go to. I drive past
Yep.
it all the time, bruv. It's just the building is actually still there. That's the worst thing about it, bruv. The building's still there, the park's still there.
Yes.
But it's just not being used.
Me, Mega and Romeo are youth club kids, bro.
Yeah.
In Battersea, like, everyone would know my stepfather that passed away, Sugar Ray, he was like the youth club general of Battersea. Right, you know, everyone had respect for him. My mum was the boss. Everyone in Battersea respects my mum and Ray. Do you know what I mean? And we've grown up in youth clubs. Is where we fell out. Is where we made up. Yeah. Is where we. It was the best days of my life. Is where we used to have our dances. So solid. We come from all being in ragga sounds. Do you know that I was in a ragga sound? Yeah, Mega was in a ragga sound, and Romeo. None of our sounds got on. Like, do you know what I mean? So,
Serious.
but it made us the men that we are because we was youth club kids. And I remember my mum said to me, son, my mum's done 30 years to the youth service, son, can you do a video talking about how the youth clubs have gone missing? And do you know what, it hurt me because when at the time, say any boy that's grown up on a council estate, even the boys that are doing their drill stuff, when they was coming out of their estates, they couldn't walk across the road and go into a club just to keep safe. They're literally left to their own devices. So all they've got is their gang and that block that they're on. That brings boredom.
Yeah, of course.
Boredom, you start doing crazy shit, smoking. Now your boys are your gang because that's all you got in it. Your family. Yeah. Now you're in beef half a mile down the road. One thing that confuses me about this age, I'm like, how do these boys live? Because when I was young, I come from Battersea, so I would be classed as coming from Junction.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. When I was young, Junction and Brixton didn't get along, so it was a bit peak for me to go Brixton as a kid.
Yeah.
You know how it goes, isn't it? Yeah. But I'm like, in Battersea, bro, I'm safe.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Once I'm home, I'm home. Battersea's a big place. That's my town. Now, everyone's in beef in their own area.
I know, it's mad.
So now it's estates versus estates. So I'm going, so you're in, and they do it on numbers now, or codes, or whatever they call themselves. So I'm going, you live there, the gang that you're in beef with is literally half a mile. Yeah. So literally, you must be on your P's and Q's every day of your life.
Every moment of the day.
What a fucking way to live, bro. Like,
at a young age, you know, that's
and
mad.
it makes me sad. So when I do see remember, bro, I'm about, bro. People know me. I'm about. You would still see me in Battersea on the block. That's my area, bro. I drive through. I see all the ghetto youth them. I love them. I show them all love. Any hood I go through, see youths in Peckham, show them love. But I'm like, I always say to the youths, man, like, can't do something.
Yeah.
Because there's opportunity out there.
So your thing is still obviously about guidance, like a lot of people as well.
Bro, my guidance is free. I don't need to manage a young artist to give him guidance. Like, do you understand? I had the same relationship with Chipmunk. I had the same relationship with Sneakbones.
I feel like Chip he's got a very interesting and deep story as well.
Especially
considering that, like, he's been in the game for what? How many years now? 10 years?
Since 15, 14 years old, bro.
Yeah, bruv. 10 years, you know.
Like,
And my man's what? 25, 26? Maybe even 27, I'm not sure.
He's older beyond his years because of what he's been through. Do you understand? So naturally I related to him as a young man because he was a target. Like, when I come out, Harvey and Romeo and the Sweet Boys, everyone wanted to rob me. I think I'm too nice. You know the usual
Yeah,
shit. Like
yeah.
all the usual shit that comes with a light skinned man, innit?
Of course.
Do you understand? Big difference is, yeah, people know I get down. Do you know what I mean? I've grown up using these, bro.
Yeah. So
people,
you're not man out if
People
it has to
always
be.
wanted to test me, bro. Do you understand? So when shit came out, I thought, you know what it is, yeah? It's just like, it's like mental bullying people was doing to him. Do you understand? It's mental bullying. Like, because he's talented.
From his own ends, from
his
people
own
outside
area,
of these
for
ends.
people of, like, that I don't know whoever he had around his circle. I don't know. He would know these stories. You understand? It was his life. I can't comment on his life. But spending time with Chip's another one, like, ain't like that now, because like we just drift apart, but I still love him same way. Chip's a man that just used to get in a taxi to my yard, bruv, and just reason. Man, leave my yard 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd go and check him at his house. You know what I mean? Whatever, just have a Guinness and just reason over a Nando's and
I wonder how, like,
just talk.
You know what it is, yeah? You see all this stuff that's happening between the youngers. It's as bad as it was like 10 years ago now, or whatever it was in 2000.
I feel that in terms of the death toll, it's worse.
It is, and also,
Yeah.
it's micro beef, innit? So there's man from that road in beef with that.
It's
that
crazy.
road.
Micro
And
beef. That's a good way to
it's
put
like,
it.
A lot of this is stuff like closing youth clubs, getting rid of that cage where people used to play football and building a
pens.
house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Pens.
saying? Because
We call them
you
pens,
see stuff
innit?
like football, it teaches you so much. Just you don't even have to speak the same language as someone.
Yep.
You go on the same pitch as them.
Yep.
You celebrate a goal. You create a friendship in a few minutes. This is what I'm saying. Even just life stuff. It helps you to be unselfish, to work with and for someone else. You know what I mean? I'm making that run. It's an unselfish run. I know I'm not going to get the ball, but I'm making it to free someone else up. So I'm saying
to
these
free
kind
up
of
some
things.
And that's what helped me, bro. Because people
what
know
I'm saying.
I was a footballer, bro. Because I really come from, like you said, what you said, in a football team, you can't hide. When you lot fall out, you got to make up.
Yeah.
You got to support each other. You can't, like, if I'm playing left back, bro, I can't hang my left winger out to dry.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got to protect each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
So my thing's always been teamwork. Anyway, I always used to say to the boys, like, teamwork makes the dream work. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm a person that's grown up in a youth club environment, so I don't. You see my character. I've started to work out, like, why has God put me on this earth? Like,
I ask that question all
in
of
it
the
mad,
time, bruv.
in it mad though, innit?
Bruv, do you know what, yeah? Just
Yeah.
on a deeper one, yeah? I'm watching this thing. Shout out to I'm not going to say her name, but I got my one of my brethren, yeah. She sent me a link to something that's so sick, bruv. It's called Human. I don't know if you've seen it on YouTube, yeah? Bro, they interview literally so many people from all over the world, bruv. I'm talking about everywhere, like nearly every country, yeah? They sitting down and having a conversation with people and like asking them like what does love mean to them? Like, what does love mean to them? So you've got someone from Senegal to America to Russia to France, and they're all telling you like their different ideas.
And
India,
aspects.
all of that, and all their different aspects or whatever, yeah? And like, what is poverty? And they all have this different idea of poverty and things that they've gone through or whatever, yeah? And I sit down and because like, as time's gone on, I've always asked myself those questions. Like, why are we here? What are we doing here? Like, is there a God? This is another conversation I want to have for another time. What does a God mean? All of these things. And it's like, it makes my mind go all over the place.
I'm going to cut you quickly.
I'm at times I find it hard to get a grasp or understand what it is that we're doing here. Do you get me?
Real talk, real spit, chucking. Obviously, we're not going to go into it deeply, but let me tell you something now why I know there's a God, bro. 2001, I got stabbed in my neck, and I was in a 3-hour emergency operation. They saved my life, and I know what I see with my eyes, bro. In that moment of like dying, bro.
Serious.
There is an afterlife, bro. I am from that day, from that day, I remember my eyes. I remember everything. Now the moment it was almost like someone was taking my soul out of my shell.
Trying to take it.
And then you go into that place.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
I got saved, but we're going to that another time. But
Yeah.
my experience, I do say that. But when I said like I've been sitting down like soul searching and going like, why am I here? God gave me a certain role. He gave me a role to influence a mass amount of people. Do you understand what I'm saying? He gave me a role where I walk down the street and people look up to what I do and they call me a legend. And that's what's been happening lately. Like all of us, like people constantly about getting on the plane, the air stewardess, you're a legend. And what I do, I don't look at that for ego boost. I look at the word legend. Let me absorb that word. Do you know how deep that statement is? A legend. Do you know what I mean? And then what I had to do, I used to like shy away from it. Like, I'm not a legend. Like, I don't. But then I have to understand what I've done and what my boys have done, and it is legendary.
Of course, bro.
So what we do sometimes, don't shirk away from your responsibility. Be comfortable with who you are. Don't have to do it with arrogance or cockiness, but I know my power. I know how I can influence a room, and I also know how I can light up a room. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's because I'm experienced. So I'm starting to understand why I'm here. So the day the good Lord takes me, I close my eyes, I'm like, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand it. Do you understand?
Are you happy?
Happiest, do you know what's mad? Happiest I've ever been is the last 2 years. And that come because I lost my stepfather. Last year, I lost my stepfather. I went jail. I buried
You went jail last year?
Yeah, it was last year when I went to jail. Well, it was Culture Clash last year. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the week later I was doing Culture Clash. I signed my Culture Clash contract in Wormwood Scrubs. Yeah. I signed it in Wormwood Scrubs. Yeah. I swear down.
No, I didn't know that. Is that common knowledge that you signed it in Scrubs?
No one knows that, but yeah. Just funny, yeah. The best thing that ever happened, yeah, in when I was in there, yeah.
At least you had something to look forward to.
That is great. It was good, but it was hilarious. So check, imagine this, right? The one of the screws have gone to me and gone, look, Harvey, like, I know you are and that, but do you want to do a job here just to eat some time? You're only here for like a month and that. Yeah. Just stupid driving things. So I said to her, yeah, that's going to occupy my mind. So what's happened is I've gone to this class in jail, innit? It's like a class. Yeah. So a couple of boys in there, good lads, innit? Like everyone's sitting like, that's my man, innit? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And there's two Irish boys. And I'm in jail now. Yeah, I've got my grey tracksuit on, yeah? Yeah. And the guys go, at the end of the session, the guys going, so like, do you lot know what you're going to do when you go out? Do you have a home? Do you know what you're going to do with your career? So, the school teacher in the jail's come to me and gone, hey, Mr. Harvey, are you all right for work? Is it? Yeah. Yeah. Because he didn't have a clue.
Yeah, he didn't know.
He didn't know because he was an old man. He didn't know.
Course.
Like, it was Harvey he was talking to.
Yeah.
And that, and do you know what I mean? What are you going to do? And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yesterday I just signed a contract for grand for Red Bull, yeah? No, but I'm laughing, innit? So when he's talking to me, I'm being humble. I'm just saying to him, yes, I'm fine. And all this. All the pikeys behind me, yeah? So the Irish lads, they're like, fucking hell, man. They're like, don't they know this? Like, all my Irish boys, like, they were, like, I love the Irish shoots in there. They're just hilarious. Like, I remember being in my jail cell, and as well as it was the worst position, like, well, I'd never see myself go in jail. That's not me. But the funniest thing that I remember being in there was the night that 21 Seconds come on the radio, and the whole wing.
Oh, you went jail,
and the whole wing turned up 21 Seconds. All the boys was banging, bro. The atmosphere, the atmosphere, Chucky, was amazing. Because what it is, I think, once you got in there and people was like, right, he's in here with us, I think, like, enjoy, you got to be humble, you know what I mean?
Of course.
And once people is around me, it's like, right, he's a humble guy, do you know what I mean? And I was kind of like, even the youngers in there that was in there for gang stuff, every day I talked to him like, bruv, Young G, come here, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? What did you do? Oh, I done this, Harvey. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, and I'd reason with them, and it's like, because they know it's you can see they're listening.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand? And
that goes to my point, and that's why I even asked the question in the first place.
And that was in jail.
Yeah,
so imagine, I've still done. I'm a criminal.
Yeah.
Regardless that it's for a driving offence, like I'm still here with you. Yeah. But the kid's going, and I'm looking at some young men. I'm going, you're wasting 6-7 years of your life.
Of course.
Of your life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're 19 years old. I remember one day going on a visit to go and see my mum and my cousin, and two boys from another gang seen each other in the yard as we walked to the visit, and they've gone to attack each other. I'm like, this is real.
Yeah. Like, the jails right now in particular, are going mad.
It's mad.
Because there's so many, as you said, even as you mentioned, Dan, the micro beef. So there's like these youths that are literally beefing on their same block and that, but then bare of them are actually going jail, and then they're linking up in jail. And still, instead of just having a conversation like, right, this is stupid or whatever, man are just in there just carrying on in there.
There's news. Man are getting focused saying things coming on your wing.
All of that. All of that.
Bro, it is madness. Like, and what I realised, I thought, God, I'm so glad I went to jail as an older man than a young man.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand? Yeah. Because even when you go in there, you're on your P's and Q's. Remember, I'm thinking, whoa, I'm definitely a target. Like, I'm Harvey, do you understand? Yeah. I remember my first 2 days in there, man said, right, cause I only come to say hello, you get me, man's touching me. I'm like,
you're ready to
I'm ready, innit? Like, I'm
ready
thinking,
to check
like, you might want to world star hip hop me, innit? I don't know,
exactly.
innit? Do you know what I mean? So, But it was just that environment. So going back to it is like, what we got to do in life, like I said to you, just got to understand, like you said, just knowing who you are. And bro, I'll help the youth all day, Chucky, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'll help them all day. But I can't heal the world.
Of course.
And it takes a lot of us. I do agree. I don't think some of us as older artists, together are doing enough. As together, there's like I said to you, the key names that I said to you, not because we have a divine responsibility, but these people look up to us, bro. They do. They look up to the So-Solids. They look up to the Wileys. They like the Dizzies, the Lethals. Do you understand? The Skeptors.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Skeptors don't put so much pressure on now because Skeptor kind of bust late, so he's still kind of in the peak of his madness.
He's in the full of it.
Skeptor's killing it.
Yeah, and he's at the front of it.
And he's at
to
the
a
front
degree
of it
as well. So he's having to deal with a lot of
Skeptor's the new
stuff or
leader. Do
whatever.
you know what's mad? Yeah, it was mad. Yeah, like, and people never see this, and all people see on the internet is success. And I looked at one picture of Skeptor, yeah, and I went, he's stressed.
Yeah.
By a picture,
Bro.
because I've
Dan,
lived it.
Do you remember?
I was like,
about
I was like, he's stressed.
about a year and a half ago, when
Yeah.
we was on the podcast, me and Poet was chatting, and I'm like, obviously I don't know what goes on in the man's mind or whatever, yeah, but I'm like, when you have this level of success that really getting there like that, yeah, you must need someone to just chat to outside of your circle,
Bro,
because it must be so much
It's
to
a
deal with.
madness.
Your Twitter is constantly just going mad. Your Instagram's constantly going mad. You got your family, you got friends, you got all of these different types of things going on.
Bro, I don't have notifications on my phone.
Serious?
So unless I click into my Twitter or I go into my Instagram, I wouldn't sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Like
All the demands, you got all the demands and
Exactly,
shit.
the
Like,
internet-
it's got to be fucking mad.
it's mad. So
bruv.
imagine he's in the
Seriously.
pinnacle of it now. So
Yeah.
what I done, I went raw, and you see when you look at like if people want to know how Skeptor's feeling, yeah, in a moment, just listen to his bars, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you listen to the tune, Hypocrisy,
Yeah.
he actually explains it. Like when you look at Skeptor's character, yeah, he's a loner, bro. He's a loner in spirit. That's why you can see with him, like he kind of switches off. You don't really see him at industry parties or
Yeah.
like you can see, like, apart from his boy Better Know Lot, which are his brothers, he's not in it.
No.
Like do you
He's
know what I
very
mean?
family oriented.
He's very family orientated. Nigerian boy, right? In it,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know that. But I just looked at that picture and I went, only a man that has been at the top of the game can look at a picture that you're all liking and go, he's stressed.
Yeah.
I could just tell by his face, bro. Like it's like his face just said like, "Oh, leave me."
Yeah. Allow
Like,
me, man.
Allow me.
Yeah.
That's what I like him sometimes.
I'd love to have a conversation
Do you know what I
with
mean?
him,
He's
man.
like me. When he gets pissed off, he does exactly what I do, bruv. He just swipes that credit card and goes somewhere mad in the world with his girl.
But you have to. That's where you find.
You see me, bro, yeah? Man, know me. I'm the lock-off king. You will not find me for 3 months, bro.
Yeah.
I'll just say, go, let's go here. I'll go anywhere. If it existed, I'd go Zamunda. Do you
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying? But you just find me somewhere because you got to, in this mad internet world and what's going on, you need to find peace and tranquility for yourself. Do you understand? So there's certain rules that I apply when I get home. So I hate when someone goes to me, bro, I tweeted you or I Instagrammed you. I'm going to get this clear now so everyone's clear. That's not my phone number, bro.
Yeah, strong.
I don't have no divine right to get back to you. I don't owe you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've seen man like leave DMs in my thing. I barely look at my DMs anyway. I might open a DM he sent me 3 months ago and he's putting the huff face because I didn't get back to you.
Yeah.
Bro, fuck
that
off,
pisses
bro.
me off, man.
Bro, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand? What do you mean? You don't own me, bro. Do you understand? And the internet is like, it's made connection easy. It's good for things like, normal things like people like me and Chucky, working people. Yo, Chuck's like the other day. Boom. Yes, Hobbs. And we can connect.
Yeah, of
Get
course.
back in contact. Move forward with business. That's professional people.
Of course.
But the pressure that people put on you in your DM, like the amount of requests that I get of sick kids and bro, I will help any kid. I do a lot of charity work, but I can't hear every whoa.
You can't hear everyone. Yeah, I hear
Do you know-
that.
And the minute you don't respond to one, or you know, like, well, you do this and you're a celebrity, and I'm like, fuck. So when I get home,
People expect so much in it.
Yeah.
You see, like when you get to a certain place in life, people just expect so much from you, boy.
Expect.
And I think the higher you reach in that, and that's why I think people that more money, more problems thing comes up in it, because it's like, all right, financially you might have a bit more freedom, but in terms with that freedom comes extra stress.
100%.
But we all say I don't mind taking that stress on to have that bit of freedom, but we just don't know what that stress is like.